Hello, multiplication masters. Mr. Carter here, ready to do home link for one. We're ready to multiply using our extended facts. Um, so we're going to fill out these multiplication puzzles, and you can see the example here. So you just got to go multiply the row and the column together. So 2 times 300 would be 600. 3 times 300 is 900. 2 times 2,000 would be 4,000. 3 times 2,000 is 6,000. So basically that's how we do it. We're going to do, I'll do 1, 3, and 5 with you, and then I'll have you do 2, 4, and 6 on your own, see how you do with that. And here we go. So 8 times 7 we know is 56, but you have the 0 here and the 70, so you got to add the 1 0 here. If you go 8 times 4, that's 32, but you'll see that there's 2 zeros here in 400, so you got to add 2 zeros here to make it 3,200. I'm going to go here and add my comma. 9 times 7, 63. Again, 1 0 and 70, so I'm going to add that 0 in. 9 times 4 is 36. And the 2 zeros in the 400, you've got to add them in here. Go back, put my comma in. That's number 1. All right, number 3. 9 times 5, 45. We have a 0 here in the 50, so we've got to add it here to our answer for 450. 4 times 5 is 20. Then you have to add another 0 because of the 0 on the 50. 9 times 7 is 63. And you'll see that there are 3 zeros in 7,000, so you got to add 3 zeros here. 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to go back and put my comma here to make it 63,000. 4 times 7 is 28. And again, we have 3 zeros in 7,000. So I'm going to go and add those 3 zeros in and put back my comma for 28,000. 5 is a little bit different. We have a couple of the headings of the columns here missing, and the number here missing in the rows. So we got to figure out the what times 30 gets us 270. So we got to ask ourselves, since there's a 0 here in the 30, that takes care of that 0 there. So now we got to ask ourselves, what times 3 will get us this 27? So I know that 9 times 3 gets us 27. And then we don't need to add a 0 to the 9 because we got the 0 here for the answer of 270. So now we've got to try to figure out what this one is. And we know that it's 8 times something will get us 5,600. So we know that we've got to look at our basic fact here, which is 56. So we've got to ask ourselves, what times 8 will get us 56? Well, I know that it's 7. Since there's 2 zeros here in our extended fact, and there are no zeros here in the 8, I've got to add my zeros here to the 7. So it's going to be 700 over here. Excuse me. So yeah, so now we can go ahead and fill in the rest of our boxes. So we know that 8 times 30 is, well, if we start with 8, our basic fact, it's 8 times 3, and that's 24. And then we add our 0 for 240. Now 9 times 7, we know is 63. We're going to add our 2 zeros there. And go back and put our comma for 6,300. Okay, so for 7 and 8, you need to go ahead and make up problems, puzzles of your own. So make sure to see what you guys come up with. So let's look at our review now. Our practice, it's adding and subtracting. So I'm going to go ahead and do that on another piece of paper. So I'm going to do 9 and 10 with you. And I'll have you do 11 and 12 on your own. So 9 was 321 plus 869. So 9 plus 1 is 10. carry the 1, 6, 7, 8, 9. 8 plus 3 is 11. And our answer is 1,190. So we go ahead and add here 1,190. All right, let's look at number 10. Number 10 is a subtraction problem. So we start with our ones place. 1 take away 2. We can't do that, so we got to borrow. I'm sorry, we got to trade. We can't trade from the tens because he doesn't have anything. So we got to go over here to the hundreds place. So we're going to trade one of the hundreds, make that a 3. That will now become 10, which we can now trade with our ones place. So it's going to make it a 9. This will add 10 ones to the one that we already have, 411. 11 take away 2 is 9. 9 take away 5 is 4. 3 take away 7, can't do that, so you got to trade with your hundreds place. Make that a 4. We're going to add 10 hundreds to the 3 that we already have. That's 13. 13 take away 7 is 6. And 4 take away nothing is 4. Go ahead. For a total of 4,649. Go ahead and put that here. 4,649. All right, that's it for this evening. Hope this was helpful. Let me know if you have any more questions.